make it to that £2,000 mark before I get back to school? And that is the question that I'm trying to sort of cover and go over in the video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my goals and how far I am to achieving them, what I need to do to achieve it, and sort of anything in between. So let's get started then. So for those who are new, for those who don't know, I'm trying to make at least £2,000 before I return back to school, and that is in September, but a little bit more on that later. So the current progress on that is that I've currently made £80 and then I've made £97.90. So I'm absolutely miles away from the goal, considering we've only got 2.5 weeks left. It's we've got a long way to go. So that is kind of the idea and the main point of the video. There's a long way to go until I actually do achieve the goal, and will I ever achieve it? That is something I'm not sure of. I can't tell you now. I will tell you in 2.5 weeks when we go back to school if I ever achieved it or not. But the current progress, like I said, we've got £80 and then we've got £97.19. So let me break those down for you. The £80 was from some social media, and then the £97.90 was actually from a follower who was looking to understand and try and gain an idea of media buying. So that is something that I provided for him. We're doing like Zoom calls and we're going over media buying. I'm teaching him how to run ads, or the back process of the ad as well, like the funnel and that sort of idea. So he wanted to know everything about media buying, everything about ads, as he wanted to get a job at a media agency as a media buyer, and so he wants someone to help him get there. He wants someone to understand how to do media buying, and he's also got his own thing going as well, which he's trying to go with free guides, etc. So that is kind of what I've been doing over the past few weeks or so. When did I start this goal? It was probably about 3 weeks ago, and we've only made £80 on £97.90. So the progress is nowhere near where I want it to be. I want to be a lot closer to the goal than that. So what steps do I need to take to actually get there or try and achieve it before I go back to school, which is in September, in about 2.5 weeks? So I do run an agency called the Rise Up Agency, which is a lead generation agency, and currently we have a client on board. We have a few potential clients that we are looking to gain leads for, and then from there, hopefully they'll want to work with us in the future. So at the moment, I'm trying to cold call businesses. I'm trying to get more people interested in the agency. So I'm cold calling around. I'm DMing people to see if they would like any media buying help or anything to do with meta ads or something like that. And those are the steps that I'm taking. I'm getting a few DM replies and I'm asking them to hop onto a Zoom call with myself just so we can see if meta ads could be implemented to their business to either help them get more clients or help get their clients more clients. And that is kind of what I'm doing at the moment. With the agency, like I said, I'm cold calling around. But in the cold calls, I've had a few people interested, and people said they actually wanted to be onboarded that day, but they haven't gotten back to me. I called them, they don't answer. And then I called them once, tried to onboard a potential client, but the people that were there, that needed to be there to do it, like the reception, they weren't actually there to do it. So I tried to call back again and they weren't there. And I called back another time and they were there, but they were in an area with no internet connection. So everything there is kind of just very slow. With the potential clients, I'm trying to get more people interested, trying to get more potential clients actually on board. But like I said, we're having a few issues. There's not very many people responding when I do call them, because they told me they were interested before, but actually they're not interested now. So that is kind of the process and what I'm trying to do. So what further steps do I need to take? Well, ideally I need to gain more people onto the agency with the free leads trial, and then from there we're trying to onboard more potential clients, trying to make the process seamless and effortless for them, make it all so they pass over some details and then we simply run the ad from there. As we need to know what areas their business operates in, for example. We need to know just very, very simple things, and when they pass them all over, then we can get it set up and running as soon as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, for the few potential clients that maybe I will have, I'm trying to onboard them quickly, seamlessly, and so it's not hassle on their front. as that is a very, very big thing for me. It's not just about getting the client on board and then making them work with you. It's all about the process in between. It's all about how seamless it is. It's all about, can you go from A to B in a very seamless and a quick way so that the client doesn't get fed up. They don't think, actually, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. The process is slow, it's clunky. He's not too sure of the service he's providing, etc. So I'm trying to make the process seamless and effortless for the potential clients when they do come on board. And I have actually ask them for some details, and then from there all I can do is get it set up and running, and that is simply it. So that is the process I'm trying to do now, where we get logged on to the Meta Business Suite, they pass over some details, and then we simply get it set up and running for them. And it's as simple as that. So I'm trying to make it as least friction as possible. So for the friction, that means, the least resistance, the least amount of steps needed to take for the client's end. So they're far more likely to want to work with us in the future, or want to actually get started now, as a few potential clients have become interested, and then when they think it's all very complicated, they actually say they're not interested. And that is kind of a very common pattern that I've noticed. If they think there's lots of steps involved, then they will not want to work with you. So I'm trying to make the process seamless, trying to make it effortless, so that when a new potential client does come on board, it's done quickly, easily, and we can set up and get them results as soon as possible. And that is the main aim of the agency. Customer satisfaction is a huge, huge part and really important to me, the agency, and everything involved. So that is something that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to Instagram DM more people as well, try to see if they want any help with media buying, if they want any help with getting started with meta ads, whatever it may be. And that is the goal. So trying to reach the £2,000 before the end of school. How far am I to getting there? Not very far at all. We've got £80 and £97.90. What am I trying to do to fix it and try and get better with it? Well, I'm trying to get more potential clients on the agency, make the process seamless and effortless so that they don't even have to think about being onboarded. They just pass over a few details, whether that's by a WhatsApp number, whether it's by an email, whether it's by an Instagram DM, whatever it may be. It doesn't really matter what communication method we use. But as long as they pass over those details, we can get it set up, running, and hopefully deliver them with the results thereafter, pretty much within the next few days. So that is something that we are looking to grow and expand. And then I'm trying to Instagram DM more people to see if they'd like any help with media buying, or meta ads, or learning, and just having a free call with me to see if actually meta ads could be used to help their business, or if it couldn't. So there's kind of multiple things I was trying to do. At the beginning of this whole thing, I've set up a WAP, and that's still currently there, still running, but I haven't had any people interested in that. No one's bought into it yet, so that's absolutely fine. But that's something I've just left in the background. I can't really do too much to, because you list it on the WAP marketplace, and then from there people hopefully see it, they buy the product, and I know by promoting it on social media you're supposed to get more people interested. But my social media following, my YouTube following isn't that big, and I'm not looking for a sob story here, by the way. It just isn't that big. I've got around 91 followers on Instagram after 5 months, and I've got 64 subscribers on YouTube after 5 months, and 191 followers on TikTok after 5 months. So progress and following counts are really slow, but that's something I'm looking to improve, and something I'm looking to gain. So if you've watched this far, then the watch time on this video hopefully should be quite high, which promotes the video out more, which more people click on it. Hopefully more people will like my content, because the only thing I want to do to you is provide you with some value, document my journey of going from 15-year-old who's inspired by business or wants to start a business. He starts an agency, grows the agency, and maybe in the future I don't run the agency, maybe I do something completely different, but who knows what it is. Maybe 10 years from now I have a lot more value to provide to you, as I know a lot more, or I've done a lot more things, whatever it may be. But that is kind of what I want to do to you, and that is why I started the channel. I want to document the process of going from a 15-year-old person who wants to start a business. I've now started an agency. Do I grow the agency? Does it go well? And then in the future, do I continue to grow the agency? Do I start something else? What happens? So that is the whole reason why I want to do it. So if you stick along for the journey, you should see hopefully some progress over the next few years and months. But that is the update. that is what I'm looking to do. I'm trying to get the more people interested in the Leeds trial for the agency. I'm trying to also DM people on Instagram to see if they want any help with meta ads or media buying or anything of that nature. But I also at the beginning made a new op, which is all about going from a cold outreach process to closing a client, but no one's been interested in that yet. No one's actually signed up for it. No one's joined the WOP. So progress is slow, but hopefully within the next few weeks I'll get closer towards that £2,000 mark, and hopefully by the end I will have reached the £2,000 mark. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I'll see you in the next one.